Dave Wonderz, man, he's just your average human being. I mean, with flaws. You know, he's ambitious, passionate, hardworking, loving, you know what I mean? I'm just an average human being at the end of the day. I just so happen to make music, you know? So I'm originally from Dorchester. Majority of my family's from out there. I stayed there till I was about like 9 or 10. Then I moved to Quincy. I stayed there till I was like a junior in high school. And somehow I ended up in North Attleboro. I was a senior in high school, and I remember just recording in my homie's basement at the time, because he had a laptop and I didn't, but I had like a whole mic set up. I remember I was like remixing some song. This was when I was just like rappity rapping. I didn't develop my sound, and like, you know, I just finished recording, remixing whatever beat that I found off of YouTube. And I was uploading to SoundCloud. And you know, you gotta put the title and the name, and I was just thinking, you know, I was just wondering, and you know, I was wondering. So I was like, Dave Wonderz, you know, because my lyrics, you know, does wonders for the mind, you know, makes you think. And I was just like, huh. And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna take the S out and throw a Z in there just to make it rapper-esque, you know? So I was like, Dave Wonderz, and it was just like, my boy was like, hey, that sounds pretty cool. And I was like, all right, let's do it. Boom, Dave Wonderz, and I just ran with it ever since. And I always listen to music. I always had headphones in my ears. I was always a music head. Like, I was always up on game on all the new music, and like the love just grew, and like I just became passionate. Like, I just kept writing, kept uploading videos of me rapping, and like freestyles became songs, and you know, songs became records, and like my sound developed. That's how I got my start. And majority of my music is from my experiences and like just things I go through on a daily basis. Things about myself, you know what I mean, that maybe people can relate to. That's why I don't like to rush out content, especially in recent years, because less is more and quality over quantity for me, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I just speak my truth, and it's my diary. Music's my diary, and it's like, but I just do it just to release, you know, things that I have going on, and to make myself feel better and alleviate myself. I'm really a fan of all genres across the board, you know? I don't just listen to hip hop, and I don't even consider myself a hip hop artist. I started out being a hip hop artist, but that's because I didn't know what I was doing, and I was just following the crowd in a way. But, you know, being true to myself, I'm just a fan of like everything, like you name it. I studied the 70s, the 80s, the 90s. Like, I listen to so much music that what I make is 100% wholeheartedly organic and true to self. It may not be one genre, and I don't want to be under one genre, you know what I mean? I think I'm a versatile artist too, so I take bits and pieces of everything and make it my own, you know? I am honestly majority R&B. Like, 90s R&B is like my heart. Like, that's me. Like, I'm a softie. That's me. And obviously hip hop. Those are my roots. To be able to do what you love, get paid, and see the world. I mean, like, what more can you ask for? If you're a person that likes to travel, and you know, you're open-minded to seeing new things and experience more than just where you're from and where you live and what you're used to. I mean, man, I just want to travel the world. Like, who doesn't? I evolved over the years, over the time, and I just learned that I was more than just one genre, you know? And I want to be able to cross over, like I said, to all types of genres across the board. As of now, I'm just going to release singles and just kind of see what people gravitate towards. I mean, I'm still going to stay true to myself and do what I want to do. I have people that I work with closely, and then people I work with through the internet, you know what I mean? So I had a song, Alumni, that was produced by Blasian Beats. Then my most recent single that I'm pushing right now, it's supposed to be, his name is Bandit Loose. The records that I've been working on recently, and as of recently, is this producer, DJ Grumble. So that's someone I work with like closely. Like, I've worked with him side by side. We have a good relationship. We built a good rapport. He sends me beats all the time. I remember just finding all of his beats on SoundCloud, and they were like all free to download. And I was just like, oh my God, like I'm about to go crazy right now. Like I'm just gonna make so many records. And just, you know, as the years go by, we just got connected, I think, through social media. A lot of my previous videos, I've worked with, like the alumni video, for example. I worked with this guy, he goes by Major Profit Vision. And my last video, supposed to be, I worked with this guy, his name is he goes by One of a Kind Visuals. He's a dope up and coming videographer. You know, when I first started coming up, you know, I was like, oh, I want to be a superstar, yada, yada, yada. But knowing myself, as time went by, just knowing the person that I am, I don't like being in the spotlight. So I actually preferably would be rather much behind the scenes. I just want to be a songwriter. I just want to be in the room, be blessed enough to be in the room with like these higher ups and have them bring my songs to life. And just being able to create makes me happy, and being paid for that, that's a bonus to me too, you know what I mean? That's the goal. And so I don't care about being in the spotlight, you know. You gotta pave your way and do what you gotta do, but ideally, in a real world, I would much rather be behind the scenes. So if you want me to ghostwrite your next song, hit record, hit me up. Yep, hit me up with a bag. I got you. I got you. Stay tuned for new music. You know, follow me on all social media. It's very easy, just Dave Wonderz with a Z in the end. And shout out to New England Uncut.